Hello and welcome to Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. We are your hosts, Vidas Pinkevičius
and Ausra Pinkevičienė.
We've been mastering secrets of organ playing for more than 20 years and sharing them on this blog since 2011.
On this show, which we create from our home in Vilnius, Lithuania, we strive to help you grow in every area of organ playing, including practice, technique, repertoire, sight reading, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory, harmony, and many others.
Our hope is to help you become a complete musician, or what we call as total organist, a program which we have created to help you reach your dreams faster than you would do on your own.
If you are new here, we invite you to subscribe to receive free updates of this blog at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video how to master any organ composition and 10-day organ playing mini course.
And now let's go to the podcast for today. Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Ausra.
Let's start episode number 550 of Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. This question was sent by John, and he writes, I believe you and Ausra would have had quite a bit of experience organizing the church music program in the US, including choirs. Would be great to learn some tips from you guys. I would also enjoy getting some advice from you on keyboard technique and finger accuracy. Where should we start, Ausra?
Well, I guess, yes, we have some experience, organizing church music in America. But concerning choirs, I would say we have more experience, organizing church music in Lithuania. Because before leaving to the United States, we worked, with two choirs in St. John's Church in Vilnius.
Yes, and in America we were organists, not music directors.
So
in Lithuania, if you want to lead a choir and direct a musical life within a parish, within your congregation, you need to be in charge not only of the choir, not only of choir rehearsals, but also think about what musical activities you want to do between Sundays.
Yes, and if we are talking, about our choir groups in Lithuania that we had before, going to the States, we had two choirs. One was a choir where mostly professionals sang, or at least, people who had some professional musical education. And we sang, early music mostly. And I mean really early music, like Renaissance, polyphony.
We even sang the earliest surviving polyphonic requiem, which is by Johannes Ockeghem.
Yes, and we also, sang some Obrecht and other nice Renaissance composers. And of course we did some Bach's music as well. Well, and it wasn't very easy, to keep this group because we were all of them basically almost professionals. And, we asked them to come, to church to sing each Sunday for free. But we, kept going it for quite a while. But of course, when we left to the States, all this, group disappeared. And another choir was, the youth group. And we sang sort of easier music, like pop, Christian pop music.
Yes.
With various instruments, with, of course, keyboard and guitars. And I would play my recorder. And we had a little girl who would play some percussions.
It was fun.
Yes, and we had some music that we brought with us from Austria. And actually, I created the Lithuanian text for that music, so we sang those
In general,
songs.
if we're talking about directing choral life around your congregation, you need to satisfy three sometimes conflicting sides. Yourself, right? Musically, it has to be pleasing to yourself. If you're not doing the work that you are proud of, I think you will not continue to do it after a while.
Well, but in the second choir, we welcomed everybody who wanted to sing. And not everybody even had to know like good musical pitch.
Mm-hmm.
So, and some would sing out of tune. But because in this second choir we had lots of members,
Mm-hmm.
so we sang loud enough, in order to diminish those who cannot, sing well enough.
But what I mean is, we were able to do both choirs because we really loved early music at that time. We were able to reconcile two different styles, two different um, even skill set levels, advancement levels of those members, because we really loved early music, and we understood if we only sang early music with the first choir, we would never be able to satisfy what congregation needs and wants.
Well, we did hymns too, of course, not.
Yes, but for the second mass, they wanted some light music, right?
Yes, for youth.
For youth. By the way, for the second mass right now, they have gospel music, another group, quite well-known group in Vilnius, and we're not in charge anymore of any choral activities in that church. We're only in charge of organ activities within the university. So if John is thinking about leading a musical life, including choral life in his congregation, I think he needs to think about what he wants, what congregation wants, and what his choir members want also.
And what we can, because you might want to do it, but you cannot have ability to do it.
And you need to do you sometimes have to meet them in the middle. If they want to do one thing and you want to do another thing, maybe you can agree to meet somewhere in the middle, like a compromise. That's possible if they're open for compromises. Sometimes not. Sometimes they're very direct and very specific about what they want. But I guess even in that situation, if you're forced to do something that you don't want to do, maybe you can have a corner of musical activity that you enjoy doing in that congregation, and because of the opportunity to rehearse with that ensemble, for example, or I don't know what John enjoys, maybe play organ music, right? Maybe he can do something else as well in addition to that, like a compromise, like a service for the congregation. But maybe I'm over exaggerating. Maybe he would enjoy doing all kinds of musical activities, and maybe that's not a problem for him, right?
Yeah, sure.
So then John was also asking about a couple of other things, advice about keyboard technique and finger accuracy. We could discuss this in another episode, right? Because it's kind of
Yes,
unrelated.
it seems like yes, unrelated to the first.
Okay, guys.
question.
So stay tuned for our next episode, and we will discuss the rest of the John's questions. Thanks for listening. This was Vidas.
And Ausra.
Please send us more of your questions. We love helping you grow. And remember, when you practice,
Miracles happen.
This blog is supported by Total Organist, the most comprehensive organ training program online, where you will find courses for every area of organ playing, including technique, practice, sight reading, repertoire playing, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory, and harmony, with hundreds of scores and thousands of exercises. Here is what some of the students are saying.
Hugh writes, "The sight reading course has helped me tremendously. Thank you very much for your SS courses and all your help."
Robert writes, I found the fingerings, registration ideas, and general comments to be excellent.
John writes, "I have found your download very helpful. It was really excellent. I have watched some of your teaching videos, and when I read your instructions, I tried to imagine you were teaching me. You may feel disappointed that I am 2-3 days behind, but I am a slow learner, and I have committed to taking the time to get it right, as you say. But the other night my wife commented that she had never heard me play such a detailed melody in the left hand so well. My left hand is generally poor."
Robert writes, It has been a great pleasure in my life of having discovered your courses and material as well as the YouTube work of recordings. You have a calm and pleasant way of teaching.
Ron writes, "Hi Vidas and Ausra, thank you guys. What a wonderful response to my email note to you. You've got me right, and I feel you understand my level of playing. Yes, at home, and lucky that I have an organ for that reason. I am paying attention to this, and I am going to try this haha no longer secret model. Yes, and I love Cesar Frank too. What is very nice about your blog podcast is that Ausra and Vidas are like a Socratic dialogue, and by bouncing things off of each other, so much more information comes out and is expressed. Your comments contain a wealth of information and understanding. I really appreciate this. It is very inspiring and will keep us moving forward."
Would you like to receive the same or even better results that our students are getting? If so, join them at organduo.lt/total-organist. And of course, you will get the first month free too. You can cancel anytime.
Also, if you haven't yet subscribed to receive free updates of this blog, make sure you do that at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video, how to master any organ composition, and 10-day organ playing mini course.
This was Vidas.
And Ausra from Secrets of Organ Playing.
And remember, when you practice,
Miracles happen.